Want to know the secret to true courage and leadership? These quotes by Theodore Roosevelt will change the way you think. 1. The quote, "Believe you can and you're halfway there," emphasizes the powerful role of self-belief in achieving success. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that confidence in one's abilities is a crucial first step toward reaching any goal. When a person truly believes they can accomplish something, they are more likely to take action, stay motivated, and persist through challenges. Doubt and lack of confidence, on the other hand, often prevent people from even trying, limiting their potential before they begin. Belief does not guarantee immediate success, but it creates the mindset necessary to keep moving forward despite obstacles. It encourages resilience, determination, and a positive outlook, all of which are essential for progress. The phrase "halfway there" implies that mental readiness is just as important as physical effort. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that success begins in the mind, and by trusting in our own abilities, we lay the foundation for turning goals into reality. 2. The quote, "Do what you can with what you have where you are," emphasizes practicality, resourcefulness, and taking action despite limitations. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that people often delay progress because they feel they lack the perfect conditions, tools, or opportunities. However, waiting for ideal circumstances can prevent any progress at all. Instead, he encourages individuals to focus on what is currently within their control: their abilities, available resources, and present situation. Even small efforts made with limited means can lead to meaningful progress over time. This mindset promotes resilience and adaptability, helping people move forward rather than feeling stuck or discouraged. The quote also highlights that action is more important than perfection. Starting with what you have is better than doing nothing while waiting for more. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that progress begins with initiative, reminding us that meaningful change often starts from simple steps taken in the present moment, using whatever resources are available. 3. The quote, "The only man who never makes mistakes is the man who never does anything," emphasizes the importance of action, learning, and embracing failure as a natural part of growth. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that mistakes are unavoidable when a person actively engages in life, takes risks, and tries to achieve something meaningful. Those who avoid mistakes completely often do so by avoiding action altogether, choosing safety and inactivity over growth and experience. However, this leads to missed opportunities and lack of progress. Mistakes, while sometimes uncomfortable or discouraging, are valuable because they provide lessons, insights, and chances to improve. They help individuals refine their skills, develop resilience, and gain a deeper understanding of their goals. The quote encourages people not to fear failure, but to see it as evidence of effort and a step towards success. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that doing nothing may prevent mistakes, but it also prevents growth, while taking action, even imperfectly, is the true path to learning and achievement. 4. The quote, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed," emphasizes the importance of courage, initiative, and taking risks in life. Theodore Roosevelt acknowledges that failure can be painful and discouraging. When people try to achieve something important and do not succeed, they may feel disappointment or frustration. However, Roosevelt argues that an even greater regret comes from never trying at all. Avoiding challenges because of fear of failure may protect a person from temporary disappointment, but it also prevents growth, learning, and the possibility of success. Trying, even if it leads to failure, provides valuable experience and teaches important lessons that can lead to improvement in the future. On the other hand, never attempting anything meaningful often leaves people wondering what might have been possible. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that courage and effort are more valuable than perfect outcomes, and that real progress comes from daring to try, rather than remaining in the safety of inaction. 5. The quote, "In the long run, we shape our lives and we shape ourselves," emphasizes personal responsibility, growth, and the power of choices over time. Eleanor Roosevelt suggests that our lives are not determined only by circumstances or external events, but by the decisions we make, the habits we build, and the attitudes we adopt. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to the person we become and the direction our life takes. Over time, these choices accumulate and form our character, values, and overall path. The quote also highlights that self-development is an ongoing process. We are constantly shaping ourselves through learning, experiences, and reflection. Even when we face challenges, how we respond to them influences our growth and future. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that we are the creators of our own lives. By making conscious, thoughtful choices and taking responsibility for our actions, we can shape both our identity and our future in a meaningful and positive way. 6. The quote, "Far better is it to dare mighty things than to take rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much," emphasizes the value of courage, ambition, and living life fully. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that it is far more meaningful to take risks, pursue great goals, and strive for significant achievements, even if it involves failure or hardship, than to live a safe and passive life. Those who avoid challenges may protect themselves from disappointment, but they also miss out on the excitement, growth, and fulfillment that come from truly engaging with life. By daring mighty things, Roosevelt encourages individuals to step outside their comfort zones, embrace uncertainty, and aim for something greater than mediocrity. Such efforts may bring both success and failure, joy and struggle, but they create a rich and meaningful life experience. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that a life filled with bold attempts, passion, and effort is far more valuable than one lived in fear and inactivity. True fulfillment comes not from avoiding risk, but from having the courage to pursue greatness despite it. 7. The quote, "With self-discipline, most anything is possible," emphasizes the powerful role of control, consistency, and personal responsibility in achieving goals. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that talent or opportunity alone are not enough to guarantee success. What truly makes a difference is the ability to stay focused, manage impulses, and consistently work toward a goal even when motivation is low or obstacles appear. Self-discipline allows individuals to build productive habits, maintain effort over time, and avoid distractions that can derail progress. It helps people do what is necessary, not just what is easy or enjoyable in the moment. Through discipline, even difficult or long-term goals become achievable because steady effort compounds over time. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that success is less about luck and more about daily commitment. By practicing self-discipline, individuals gain control over their actions and direction, making it possible to turn ambitions into reality and reach their full potential. 8. The quote, "Speak softly and carry a big stick," reflects Theodore Roosevelt's approach to diplomacy and leadership, emphasizing the balance of calm negotiation with underlying strength. Roosevelt suggested that one should maintain a polite, respectful, and non-aggressive demeanor. Speak softly. In dealings with others, avoiding unnecessary conflict or intimidation. At the same time, having a big stick symbolizes preparedness, strength, or the ability to enforce one's position if necessary. The idea is that true influence comes from the combination of measured communication and the capacity to back it up with action. Those who rely solely on words may be ignored, while those who use force without diplomacy may provoke resistance or resentment. By projecting both restraint and strength, leaders can negotiate effectively, deter threats, and inspire confidence. In essence, Roosevelt's message teaches that effective leadership and negotiation require a balance of tact and power. Be reasonable and calm in your approach, but maintain the means to assert yourself decisively if circumstances demand it. 9. The quote, "People ask the difference between a leader and a boss. The leader leads and the boss drives," highlights the distinction between true leadership and mere authority. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that a boss relies primarily on power, commands, and pressure to achieve results, often motivating people through obligation or fear. In contrast, a leader inspires, guides, and influences others by example, vision, and encouragement. A leader earns trust and respect, creating a shared sense of purpose that motivates people to contribute willingly and passionately. Leadership involves listening, understanding, and empowering others rather than simply enforcing compliance. While a boss may achieve short-term results through control, a leader fosters loyalty, creativity, and long-term success by nurturing collaboration and initiative. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that leadership is about influence, inspiration, and guidance, whereas being a boss is about authority and control. True leaders motivate others to follow willingly, creating both achievement and growth, while bosses rely on direction and pressure to get results. 10. The quote, "Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground," emphasizes the balance between ambition and practicality. Theodore Roosevelt suggests that while it is important to dream big, set high goals, and aspire to achieve great things, symbolized by the stars, it is equally essential to remain grounded, realistic, and connected to everyday responsibilities, symbolized by your feet on the ground. Dreaming without grounding can lead to impracticality or disappointment, while focusing only on the immediate and tangible can limit potential and prevent growth. By maintaining both vision and practicality, individuals can pursue meaningful achievements while making thoughtful, steady progress. The quote encourages people to be inspired and ambitious, but also to act responsibly and realistically, combining aspiration with discipline. In essence, Roosevelt's message is that success and fulfillment come from dreaming boldly while staying connected to reality, ensuring that lofty ambitions are guided by practical action and sound judgment. Inspired by Theodore Roosevelt's words? Then subscribe, share this video with friends, and comment which quote inspired you the most.